Hi, my name is Brooklyn Senna, and for my argument, I'm going to be discussing and furthermore debunking misconceptions about artists in the workplace. To start off my presentation, I want to give a brief definition of cognitive bolstering because, in my opinion, it's a very important term in my argument. But I'm going to explain this definition in simpler terms. So basically, cognitive bolstering is when we assume things based on what we believe, whether it's media influences or just pre existing ideas that aren't factual. And artists are definitely victims of this practice. Unemployment for an artist is a very strong belief to a lot of people, and it has always been a misconception that we believe is true. However, a study conducted by SNAP says that design and arts graduates experience relatively low rates of unemployment, slightly more than 4%. Although unemployment isn't a big deal to artists, art majors do experience difficulty getting their first job after graduation, and competition is definitely a major component of unemployment for an artist. Another misconception that has become generalized would be job satisfaction in relation to wages. The belief that the artist is underpaid is very common, so it's logical to also believe that artists are unhappy because they aren't receiving a good amount of pay. This chart represents job satisfaction for particular majors, and as you can see, this is the art major, and it's definitely one of the highest in job satisfaction. However, when it comes to wages, art is one of the lower out of all majors. But the belief that artists are unsatisfied with their pay is definitely false because the reflection of true job satisfaction for an artist does not have any correlation with the low amount of wages overall. Another issue that is more common in an artist's perspective is the balance between creating art that is meaningful to them, but also that will appeal to the customer. And with the change in popular media, it's becoming more of a challenge. In correlation, this quote discusses the misinterpretation of art and overall the demand of creativity and how it is constant, but the price of art is undervalued. Another major aspect the artist tends to experience in the workplace is that the reasoning behind art isn't always recognized. And in this quote, the artist's intention is to help society civilize itself, whereas society sees art as more of a rebellious enrichment. One issue that is definitely far from a misconception would be the competitive atmosphere that the art major faces when looking for a steady career. There is a constant increase of graduates along with technological progression, and gaining recognition as an artist is definitely a real issue. In conclusion, artists aren't paid relatively as much as other majors, yet the job satisfaction isn't relevant to wages. And furthermore, art job satisfaction is a lot higher than other careers. Artists aren't unemployed, but the competition of obtaining a career in the arts is definitely a major disadvantage of employment in a steady career. And finally, art does tend to be overlooked, but has and always will be a major influence in society overall.